Hello, everybody. This is I'm sitting with Smoking Joe Patagian, and he's a elder and knowledge keeper of the round dance ceremony. We give him some protocol, some stamauda, tobacco, and we asked him to share a few good words for these youth that are coming up today, that are learning the ways and learning to come sing the songs and carry the songs in a good way. And we asked Joe if he could share a few words for the youth in a good way like that, from a good place in his heart.
Good evening. Well, it's an honor because when you're given cigarette, tobacco, whatever, you got to honor that. You know, from back in my time, when I was a kid, because I was raised up by my grandparents, my paternal grandparents. You know, when this happening, this is a very important ceremony. Even as kids, we were never even allowed to go there. We were kept in one house where a babysitter, and the older ones used to go around dance, you know. A lot of things changes. Even these ladies, they could back up singing from where they're sitting, not around that, around behind singers, because this hand drum is a very important drum. It's a messenger. Send messages for us up there to our the creator and the grandfathers. You know, there always have to be a feast done before or prior this round dance, and they call on the loved ones that moved on to come and share the round dance. That's what they call round dance. However, for me, I call it spirit dance. Spirit dance in English. However, it's Piciciwin Ocha. Simon, that's Ocha is a spirit. That's what it's supposed to be. But again, there's so many changes nowadays. Even these young people, young kids, you know, young adults, and some of them are under 12. They be carrying a drum. You know, oh my gosh, you know, really scary. But I always pray for them because you gotta respect that drum. You know, and a lot of them make drums. Well, sometimes it's all right, but again, you know, there's a lot of procedures to go through, a lot of protocol to go through before you would do these things. You just don't jump in there, even when you're asked these special songs, just like these giveaway songs. You know, like they always had to be done in an appropriate way. Just like if there's a chief in attendance, you gotta sing all 4 songs. But if you don't have a chief, you know, like you could go with just 2 songs, but now since the chief is here, it's got to be done. All of them has to be done in 4 songs. And again, the other one too, these giveaway things. My grandparents used to say, you don't utilize them right away. You don't use them. Put them away for 4 days, and then you would use them after. That's how it was. I was brought up. And not only that, we used to have a circle in these chairs. But look at now, just like we're in a church, you know. You know, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of so many changes, fast pace of life where we're at, and you know, like it's, you know, it hurts me, it bothers me. But again, I have to let it go, and I have to pray, because you know I'm blessed with all my 5 kids from my late wife. You know, too bad she had to move on about 14 years ago when she left me with our 5 children, lots of grandchildren, and great grandkids. I just had a great granddaughter here not too long ago. So it's awesome. There's another grandkids that are, you know, and there's one I think I know my granddaughter is expecting another child. It's really an honor. And not only that, my second oldest daughter, her name is Charity, got married to a Frog Lake, but they kind of divorced with her ex-husband. However, I got 3 grandsons that are former movie stars in their jobs, and awesome. I'm always proud of that. However, I always tell my grandsons, you know, don't look down here for people. Be equal with them, you know. Appreciate that. You're fortunate to you know, to be a movie star like that. There's very seldom, especially our First Nations, you know. But now things are starting to come. slowly. We're starting to recognize from the white society. A lot of things happening, even now, these landed immigrants, I hate to say that, but, like, yes, East Indies, Muniawa, all different race of people. They come here and they took over. They took over everything, and we're just, but again, I guess that's just the way. And I always tell my kids, my sons especially, hey, it's okay. This is our land. It was given to us. The other different race of people, they could have all that money they want, material, That's never going to last. Life is more important. You're never going to replace a life. That's what I always tell them. So your young people over there, respect that hand drum, and don't play with it. A lot of them, some of them even as soon as when they don't get the sticks, the sing, they took the drum and they walk away. That's not the way. You gotta leave your drum there till it's done, till the final song, the last song, But it's very hard, I'm not trying to tell anybody, even the parents, the grandparents, how to live their lives, but it's just an information. Information is one thing you could do. You can't start telling anybody, don't do this, don't do that. You could inform them, and then from there, it's up to them. But again, it's really, I find it kind of difficult, even when you're asked to pray. When you're asked to pray like this, you got to know who you're praying for, the Creator and the Grandfather. The Grandfather, I know him as Piciciwin, that's what they call. He's the one that transferred these spirits for 4 days.
Thank you for the food.
Before they reach So that's one thing. A lot of them don't understand that, And the other thing too, I always tell the organizers, but don't favor. You can't favor nobody. It shouldn't be like that. A lot of times I get in favor. I know a lot of these singers that I know, they get so favored from others. That's not the way. You left out the young generation, you make them feel bad. A lot of these good singers, they left their former groups from their own reserve just because they wanted to sing these well-known singers, just because of Sunya. It's really, I know, it just hurts me, but I always have to keep moving on, and I keep praying. And I'm happy to come to this age. I'm over 70 years old. My late dad passed away when I was younger. He died of a heart attack. I understand why, because he was a very mean person. He watched his heart collapse. But my mom is still alive. He's not doing too good. But I'm always happy. My sons, travel with them. My grandsons, and all of them, they sing. It's really, I'm really happy for that. I always take it easy. Don't jump in front of everything like that. Don't get in there and hey, I could do. Just sit back. If you recognize like that, they'll come to you anyway. Like these guys right here. When they first started, I told them, you guys got your own songs too. It's a giveaway. So I don't know. Wallace is doing that. He could have sing those. Nakudi, Alexis songs, they got their own giveaway songs. But that's all, there's lots sometimes I can't remember because there's a lot of things. Over 50 years I sing, I still have the same voice. And I'm really happy about that. Even though my late dad said, smoking is no good, I don't believe that. You would smoke all you want and you would still sound the same. It's just how you maintain yourself, you always have to be on that. But I'm really happy there, Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Brandon, I really appreciate that. And it's good. Pass on this, Sometimes there's more other information, there's more other knowledgeable elders, especially on the male side. They'll tell you there's so much, but this is what it has to, before they say anything. I tried it before, just asking them questions just by mouth. They don't even listen. I was wondering how come you had to ask another elder what happened. He didn't make an offering of tobacco. That's why you don't get all that. But thank you very much for asking me. Like what I said, there's lots to know. There's lots more of that. A lot of them. There's a lot of elders, just like that elder Paul Daniels. He's got lots from the Sioux people. I respect that because my late wife was a Sioux from Palm Bend, but we moved on and I have to care. But thank you very much. You it was awesome. Hi.